right, our 7th fight of the evening is brought to you by Science First Greeley, Northern Colorado's one-stop shop for all your marketing needs. Science First gets it done when you need it. Visit us on Facebook and Twitter.
And this 7th fight is a 120-pound MMA fight featuring Apache Armijo. He's wearing the camouflage-style trunks, facing off against Oscar Hererra. Mr. Hererra in the pink this evening. Referee Stephen Blea, third in the cage. And wow, a couple of hard shots by Armijo immediately. And Herrera showing fast feet in there, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yeah, Herrera's really trying to throw some funky stuff at him, trying to get that leg kick going on.
And eating a couple of hard shots from Armijo is Herrera. See how this plays out in the takedown. Tell us what they're doing fighting for position here.
Well, you got Apache Armijo. He has the headlock position, but you can't get that takedown off the cage. So it might be Oscar Herrera actually getting that takedown off of Apache. You got to fight for position right here.
So Armijo initiating the takedown, and it comes to a stalemate, so they separate. And turned his back just momentarily, did Herrera, and he pays for it, but he gets a little payback by way of planting Armijo on his back.
Oh, big double leg. That was great.
And what's Herrera going to try to do from here?
Herrera, he's really got to get out. He's in an awkward position with that guillotine, but he's not going to get choked out at all. He needs to stay inside control and perhaps wait for Apache just to let go of that guillotine.
Yeah, Apache Armijo in danger of burning out his arms, and because of that, Herrera trying to pass the full mount, and he's just going to wait for that grip to loosen. Then Herrera's going to enjoy this dominant position as soon as he gets his head popped free.
Yeah, if Armijo was a little slick here, he could try to transition to top and try and finish that guillotine.
Not going to be able to finish it off of his back without having his legs wrapped around his opponent. Basically, once you get that guillotine, you try to push your opponent away from you so that you can stretch out the neck and start putting some pressure on it. But as it is right now, Herrera from the top, able to just fold his chin in, pressure his head down, and keep himself safe. And Armijo, I think, would be wise to give up on the choke.
I agree with you. He's going to tire his arms out if he keeps holding it on too long.
And from a man named Headlock, I think we should take his advice.
Thank you, JR.
So a little bit of a stalemate just because of the fact that Armijo is able to continue holding on and squeezing here, but as we've referenced, he's not going to be able to get this choke. It would be a significant rarity if he were able to close this off. Now he's turning topside and doing the right thing. Much better position for Armijo now.
And he lets go of the choke, and he's going to try and get some ground and pound punches.
And immediately Herrera shows an active guard. Let's see if he's able to pass an arm. So he'll try to go for a triangle choke. Nope, switches off the arm more nicely. And 10-second clacker sounded. Herrera's going to try to squeeze this out here. Armijo going to do all he can to defend for just a few more seconds. And we're going to round 2.
Good grappling there right at the end of the round.
As soon as that cage door is locked, we'll get the second round action started here in this 120-pound fight. And these 120-pound fighters, always fast, always active, and they just are not going to tire out. They can keep that pace for a week.
Probably because they don't have to carry as much weight around as you and I, huh, JR?
Well, me anyway. And Hererra misses with the Superman punch, but uses it to close the distance nicely. And I'll tell you right now, this fight could be fought in the phone booth. These guys willing to stand toe-to-toe and slug it out, see who's got the tougher chin. I'll tell you, that's a rough way to win a fight.
Armijo's got to be careful. He's starting to put his head down when he throws those punches. He might get caught with an uppercut. But good transition into top control, sort of having the guillotine control here in half guard.
Yeah, it was nice work there by Armijo of not conceding the takedown. He continued to roll through. He saw the mistake that he made in the first round, probably still trying to recover his arms from being a little burnt out on that. And now he's on top with Hererra having to be the one expending a ton of energy.
Yeah, I gotta see, there we go. I was waiting for him to let go of the guillotine and start working on that ground and pound.
Yeah, Armijo's corner was yelling at him to let it go, and he did exactly that. And that's something that a lot of fighters have a hard time doing, is listening to their corner. So early in the career here for Mr. Armijo, showing some real calm skills. But again, it's the armbar off the bottom by Hererra. See if he's able to lock it out this time. Armijo, grunting and straining, but he's in danger here. And now really cranking hard.
Yeah, Herrera's really trying hard for that armbar, but it's just not in a position where Armijo is going to tap.
And Armijo's got the elbow past where he needs it to be, and he's setting the reverse triangle of his own, but Hererra going to be able to pop free and enjoy side control and immediately step over the mountain. One more time, Armijo does what I would consider making a mistake by trying to hold on to that choke from this position, because basically he's just burning energy.
Yeah, that's a lost cause right there, JR, but Hererra, great job scrambling into full mount. He's definitely got the control here. Let's see if Armijo can get out of there.
Yeah, Armijo throwing a lot of punches up off his back. You have to be careful of extending an arm. We saw Hererra almost step through the armbar right there, but Armijo saw it coming, got a little fold into his arms, so Hererra showing that he's content to go back and forth between ground and pound and hunting submissions.
And Herrera's landing good ground and pound here, JR, but he's staying patient. He's picking his shots very calm. It's going to get him some good progress here later in the fight.
And if you're Armijo, what do you do to try to effect an escape from here with only 10 seconds left?
I would just try my best to buck him down to his chest and just clinch on, hold on for those last couple seconds. That'll do it for the second round.
The whistle has sounded. That means the corner men need to get out of the cage. Referee Stephen Blay going to call the fighters to the center for a touch of gloves. We'll show a little sportsmanship. Then they'll try to punch each other into unconsciousness.
Just the way I like it.
What better way to spend a Saturday afternoon, and going high with the kick was Hererra. He really telegraphed that.
Good hips by Apache Armijo, but good job for Oscar Hererra, really transitioning into that rear naked choke. Let's see if he can finish this, JR.
Looks like it's under the chin. He has that in tight. Good 2-on-1 hand fighting being shown by Armijo. But let's see if Hererra can make the adjustments. He is under the chin. Sometimes you can squeeze it off with just one arm, and Hererra is very close. And if he can get that second arm into play, he's going to be able to close this off. But right now, we can say there is no quit in Armijo.
Yeah, good defense by Armijo, and he's content with staying right here, but he has to have a little bit of urgency and see if he can get out of here and get back into offensive position. He's doing a great job right here. He's got to keep that hand from coming over his head.
Yeah, Armijo's got the hands cleared. Now he needs to start working on getting his knees underneath him or turning in. He's trying to get the shoulders in. Hererra wise to it, transitions nicely to mount. Big straight arm there for Armijo. I don't know if maybe he was trying to bait with the arm bar, see if he could roll through with it and come up on top, but Hererra elects to just punch your opponent in the face, and never a bad idea in a fight.
No, sir, it is not.
And now just doing a little bit of a handcuff position here for Armijo, trying to control the arms. He was kind of sick of eating punches there, so he tied him up, and Hererra able to get at least one arm free.
Yeah, I think Armijo is just maybe a little gassed here. He's trying his best to keep the punches from coming to his face, but I think he's trying to work for a transition.
Yep, armbar being set up.
Oh, that is tight, JR. How? And
see if Armijo is able to step over here. That's what he wanted to do, is bring his feet over and then get a little bend in that elbow. We've seen Hererra in this position at the end of round, I think it was the end of round one, where he was trying to close this off. So Armijo really showing off his toughness tonight, and Hererra threatening with an inverted triangle now too.
Yeah, Armijo's just got to crank that arm out, kind of shimmy it out a little bit. He'll be in an awkward full mount here, but he'd be in an offensive position possibly to land some body shots.
And Hererra showing the judges that he's willing to stay active. He lost the submission, but he's the one scoring points right now. Not going to do a whole lot of damage, but at least you showed the judges that you're the one being active. And here's the awkward mount position you talked about.
Yeah, of course. I want to see Armijo throwing some punches, but he's doing a good job trying to transition here. Short time. Don't know much what else to do. Just try and conceive the rest of the round, yeah.
Not allowed to go to the kidneys or to the spine with those heel kicks, but we're going to take it to the judges.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the official scorecard. Judge Ramirez scores the bout 29-28. Judge Van Tine scores the bout 30-27. And Judge Hines scores the bout 30-27 with a unanimous decision, with a complete fight at the end of the third round. Fighting out of the red corner, Oscar Hererra.
Oscar, great fight. You fought for the finish, lots of good scrambles. Was it your plan to keep it on the ground?
If you don't need to be signed on my phone, can you log off? I'm about to go over my data. Yeah. Thanks, man.
Got it done in team.
If you need it for something, stay on.
I love this guy, man. He built me. I didn't even know how to fight him. He taught me today. I want to thank Easy Triple F Jr. This team is the best little triple machine around. And you know, Babe, Coach Monkey, Babe, sponsors here, and one last thing. My opponent said, guys repeat, can't sleep. Surprise, surprise, motherfuckers. Your winner, Oscar Hererra.